And I just got one more thing to say. How about them Cowboys?
What's going on, Cowboy Nation and Angry Cowboy fans around the world? You know who it is. It's your boy, the Angry Cowboys Fan here on YouTube, the place where y'all can find my raw and uncut emotions about the Dallas Cowboys 24/7, 365, and as long as I'm alive, I'm DC for life. And for this video, I gotta represent my boy Dak Prescott. As I was working on my next video, I came across the latest episode of The Edge on Bleacher Report, and guess who Micah Parsons had on as a guest? The #1 hater of the Dallas Cowboys, Stephen A. Smith. I couldn't believe it, so I had to watch it so I could see what Stephen A. had to say about Dak Prescott, because Dak Prescott was going to be his #1 target on here. So we're going to get into these clips and we're going to come back and get some of my raw and uncut. So, Angry Cowboys fans, try to stomach this.
Listen, man, listen, as much as I troll Cowboy fans everywhere, I understand. And listen, I can't stand them damn Cowboy fans. They know how I feel about it, but it's all love. It's all in fun,
man.
But
you love the organization, though.
I do. I got love for you. You know how I feel about you, my man, Trayvon Diggs and the rest of the crew, D-Lo, all of them, man. I got love for a lot of y'all, man, but it's just that y'all got that nauseating fan base, dog. I just can't. I can't take them. You just don't understand. I've said this on many occasions, and I'll say it right to you on your podcast. If a nuclear bomb dropped, 3 things would survive: rats, roaches, and a Cowboy fan. They everywhere, man. And it's the most annoying thing on the planet. I've had old white women, old black women coming up to me, punching me in the arm like we the odd couple and stuff like that. Leave my Cowboys alone. It's just annoying, man.
That's your fault.
Why?
Because the narrative you bring about the Cowboys.
Well, listen. Actually, y'all created it. Y'all the one that walk around acting like y'all champions when y'all not all the time. And I'm not talking about y'all as players. I'm just talking about Jerry with his marketing genius and Cowboy fans everywhere. It's like y'all could go 3-13, man, in an hour after the season ends. We're going to the Super Bowl next year, right? It just drives me crazy. And so I just said, something? They troll me all the time. I'm going to start trolling them. I never had any idea that it would grow to be such a so damn popular, but damn it, so be it.
In my 32 years of being a Dallas Cowboy fan and watching football, not once have I ever heard a fan say that his or her team was going to be mediocre the upcoming season. Not once have I heard a fan say, we're going to be okay this season. Even Philadelphia Eagles fans were saying we're going to the Super Bowl before their sudden decline at the end of the season. You don't see Stephen A. Smith calling their fan base rats and roaches. Cowboys Nation is the only fan base to be degraded for being loyal. Also, how can you say you troll somebody, but it's all in love? That's the most hypocritical shit that I have ever heard. I cannot stand Stephen A. when it comes to the Dallas Cowboys. I feel he's appropriate when it comes to different teams, but as far as the Dallas Cowboys are concerned, this man is a natural-born hater. He's a Pittsburgh Steelers fan, so it's written in his DNA to hate the Dallas Cowboys. I wouldn't have an issue if he was giving that same style of smoke to all the teams around the league, but he doesn't. He sits on First Take and compares regular human beings to rats and roaches, and that's what pisses a lot of Cowboys Nation off. Then he has the nerve to say it's not personal. I've said it before. This is why Des Bryant wanted to put hands on you. He doesn't know when to keep his damn mouth shut. But let's go ahead and continue to the second clip.
Well, listen, y'all were down 48-16, bro. That's not supposed to happen. That's not supposed to happen. But I believe, even though with my non-football playing self, I think I know what happened. Y'all were demoralized. I didn't blame the defense that much. Yeah, Green Bay started off. They came out strong. They scored immediately first couple of drives. But to me, the demoralization kicked in once Dak threw the pick six. That's when I saw y'all go like this. Man, we done. We done.
See, I take account. I can't lead everything up to that pick six though.
Okay.
Because we had a 3rd and long. We gave that up.
Okay.
We had 2 3rd and longs in the first. We shouldn't have gave up those points.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I believe our system is great when we're playing great defense.
Mm-hmm.
Defense wins champions at the end of the day.
Right.
You know, you got to be able to get a stop. So I don't put all that on Dak. Like, I shouldn't have to, like, for example, people had controversy about Lamar losing. What was the score? 17?
Yep. 17-14. Yeah.
17-10.
17-10. Lamar Jackson, 17-10.
17-10.
Yeah.
In that circumstance, as an offense, you got to put up 21 points, right?
That's right.
As a top quarterback.
Yep.
Like, so if you're telling me I could hold a team to 20 points, then you're like the 49ers game last year.
Okay.
A lot of heat went to Dak.
Yep.
But, you know, I thought we did a great job defensively.
Mm-hmm.
So you know, there was a lot more pointed at Dak.
Okay.
But this time around, I don't think it should be pointed at Dak. So,
In this clip, Stephen A. said he didn't blame the defense, even though he started the clip off by saying that the defense gave up a couple of scores, but then goes on to blame the team's mental collapse on Dak Prescott's pick six. According to my recollection, we were down on the scoreboard by that time. Did Dak's pick six help the situation? No, it didn't. But if it were up to Stephen A., the entire blame should be solely on Dak Prescott, and that's simply not the case. Only Stephen A. and people who want to see Dak out of Dallas would say these things. We even have some Dallas Cowboy fans that would place the loss at Dak Prescott's feet while at the same time calling people delusional for having faith in their quarterback. I wonder where they got that from. Now let's get into the third and final clip, and then we're going to come back and I'm going to give you my raw and uncut. All right, Cowboys Nation, here we go.
Outside of that, it's just fandom going back and forth because the Dallas Cowboys are those dudes. I mean, you know, you got as far as I'm concerned, up until SoFi came into existence, you had the best stadium, got the best uniform. You damn sure got the best cheerleaders. I mean, I'm just looking around. You know what I'm saying? You just do, okay? So I'm looking at all of these things and all of the attractive commodities that y'all have, the $1 billion playpen, the marketability, the national profile, the hype, and all of this other stuff. I'm like, damn it, they got everything. Let me tell you what the problem is with somebody like Dak Prescott. And nobody has said this, but I'm going to say this. You know what? Off the football field, every damn thing perfect. His outfit is perfect. His verbiage is perfect. He always saying the damn right thing. I mean, he lose. You know, he's got that look on his face. We tried our best, man. We just didn't get it done. I played like he doesn't give you any room to, other than his game, he really doesn't give you any room to attack him.
This clip sounded like a very envious person. He names also everything that is going good for the Dallas Cowboys, and he can't stand it. Stephen A., you are number one with the 4-letter network. Why is it such a priority to dehumanize Dallas Cowboy fans and to degrade the quarterback of the Dallas Cowboys? He then talks about Dak not giving people any room to attack him. Why in the hell do you want to attack him? You don't go out of your way to attack other quarterbacks like Josh Allen or Patrick Mahomes. Why is it just Dak Prescott? Y'all ready for my raw and uncut? Y'all ready? Here we go. Micah, why in the hell would you have someone on your podcast that despises your team? And I don't want to hear that crap that Stephen A. loves the organization but can't stand the fans. They are synonymous with one another. You wouldn't have a Dallas Cowboys without Cowboys Nation. So when you wish for Cowboys Nation to suffer, you then wish for the Dallas Cowboys themselves to suffer. There's no getting around that. You can play like that's the truth, but real ones can see right through your bullshit. Then he talks about having a relationship with Jerry Jones. He even said it in the interview. Jerry Jones loves when the Cowboys are talked about, and he knows Stephen A. is going to talk about them. Will it ever be positive? No, but he will mention them on First Take. Speaking of First Take, Stephen A. wouldn't be where he is without the Dallas Cowboys. Just like Skip Bayless, Stephen A. rode the Dallas Cowboys coattail to fame. He got his name off hating the Dallas Cowboys. He made his name from being the villain to Cowboys Nation. There's a lot of fans in Cowboys Nation, but there's even more that despise the Dallas Cowboys. I bet if it was the other way around, Stephen A. would be tap dancing for Jerry Jones. Even though Micah tried to stand up for Dak Prescott, if he did his homework, he would have already known that Stephen A. was going to go on that podcast and trash his quarterback. If it were me, I wouldn't have had such a hater on my podcast. Micah saw through the crap when it came to Skip Bayless and refused to work with him, but he's going to have a well-known hater of the Dallas Cowboys on his show? If this ain't the definition of clout chasing, then I don't know what is. Having Stephen A. on your show is going to drive up clicks and traffic to your video. Bleacher Report knew this, and I'm pretty sure Micah Parsons knew this as well. This is akin to selling your soul for clicks just to keep it a buck. Micah, I need you to do me a favor. Stop treating everyone like they're your friends. Stop thinking that people are friends on the football field or in this business. If Skip Bayless, Deebo Samuel, and George Kittle taught us one thing, it's that it's personal. You up here kikiing and ha-haing, laughing it up with the person that hates the people who buy your jersey. Talking about biting the hand that feeds you, dude. I don't know, Micah. You may have thought this was a great career move, but like you said during the season, keep that same energy. You go all out for this podcast. It's time you have the same energy in winning a Super Bowl for the team you play for and stop worrying about the inside connections that you can get on your podcast. It's things like this that made me come up with the name for my YouTube channel. It's stuff like this that makes a lot of Cowboys Nation Angry Cowboys fans. This has been your boy, the Angry Cowboys Fan. What did you think about Micah Parsons' interview with Stephen A? Do you think he did a good job at defending his quarterback, Dak Prescott? Why does Stephen A really have an axe to grind when it comes to Dak? Let's have that conversation in the comment section. If you're digging the video, go ahead, drop a like on it. It helps us with the algorithm and it gets this content out to even more Dallas Cowboy fans. If you are DC for life, and I mean for life, win, lose, or draw, hit that subscribe button. Hit the bell so you can stay up to date with me to get the notifications whenever I go live or whenever I release a video. Stephen A., you also have a podcast. How about you invite Dak Prescott on your podcast and say the same venomous crap that you're spewing about this man to Micah Parsons to his face? You might have another Skip Bayless versus Richard Sherman incident. But until then, this has been your boy, the Angry Cowboys Fan, and I'm out.